before we start, I'm going to have you introduce yourself and say the name of your film, and then just tell me where your ideas come from. So go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rob Heschl. I'm the director, I guess the writer, director, producer of Chances. I also edited it and acted in it.
That you were wearing a lot of hats.
I was wearing a lot of hats, yes. But you know, it was my very first film, and I kind of wanted to have 100% control over it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, it was a lot to take on, but I'm glad I did it, and I learned a lot doing it, and it was actually a lot of fun. Like
Good.
just a day of shooting and being part of it and doing it all and directing it and acting in it and all that kind of stuff. It's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what, Rob, that is fantastic. And I'm so glad that your experience was a one that, that it was joyful for you to experience that. And the good thing about it is that now you can do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to necessarily rely on anyone else because you can do it. So tell
Yeah.
me about Chances. What was your inspiration to get this movie made? Like, what was it? What drew you through to the script and the experience?
Well, the reason I wrote Chances was I wanted to get my leading man on tape. And my friend Jen, who is the actress in it, I wanted to get her leading lady because here in Vancouver, we've been getting, some good auditions and everything like that. But neither of us have really had much chance to get our leading man and lady on tape.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to just write a short little scene that sort of gave us an opportunity to do that. We'd done a couple of acting classes together, and we have done a lot of Pinter type scenes in class,
Mm-hmm.
which is all about the silences and all about what's not said in the silences and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I could take credit for writing Chances, but it was a script that kind of had been writing itself in my head for about 4 years.
Yeah.
And then finally I put it down on paper, and Jen looked at it and she loved it, and we just, at that point in time it was like, okay, I have to come up with the money, and I have to get this written and produced and edited, and so that's basically how it came about. Was just a need in my own life to get a piece for my demo reel that wasn't there. So and I had, it was, trying to find locations and, doing all the necessary business aspect of it, that I hadn't really even thought about, needing a business license so I could get the right permits to shoot on the street, and, necessary, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Agreements, or, from the businesses and from the area of the town that I was shooting in and all that kind of stuff. It was a lot of legwork, but I'm really glad I did it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did it too. I'm glad that you hung in there and got it completed. So what would you tell other filmmakers, especially young filmmakers wanting to start out? Because I mean, you've done it all now. What kind of advice would you give to younger filmmakers or just new filmmakers, not necessarily based on age, but filmmakers starting out? What kind of advice would you give them, Rob?
I would say just do it. Just jump in, one step at a time. Once you've got the script written, it's really a matter of trying to find locations. If you have friends who are going to help you with that, great. I did all of that on my own because I kind of had a vision in my head of how I saw it and everything. And then, at the early stages, you want to make sure that you've got a good sound person, a good camera person.
Yes.
I wish I'd done a few more production meetings with them to sort of have them a little bit be a little bit more on board as to what I was looking for and everything. And I think ultimately I got about 90% of what I was looking for.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
In the film
I would
business,
say,
that's good.
yeah. I had studied directing when I was acting in university, so I had taken a couple directing courses. So I kind of had that knowledge, and and with the fact that we've been doing a lot of self tapes and everything, and just sort of self coaching and all that kind of stuff, I knew what I was looking for in the way of the particular scene. The one thing that I'm kind of weak on that I wish I had learned a little bit more is breaking down the scenes for a shooting order and everything like that, so that uh, you can communicate that to your camera, your cinematographer, whoever it is that's shooting, so that they have a better idea of what you're looking for.
Yes.
At least with Chances, it was easy because it was only what was 3 minutes long, so it was like 3 pages worth of dialogue. So I just made the option to shoot like the full scene from front to back with as a master, as 3/4 coverage, and then as close-up coverage. But we could have streamlined that a lot better if I had if someone had sort of told me, hey, wait, you know that you're going to be doing this in editing and close-up, so no need to shoot this other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And definitely the shooting list. That's like I said, it's still my weakness. And it's something that I need to sort of figure out. And it's your storyboard.
Yeah, your shot list.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Rob, you are learning just like the rest of us are learning. So you did a great job with Chances. Again, do you see Chances as a feature? Because I see it as a feature, which would give you a chance to correct what you felt were your mistakes, right? So yeah, why not?
It's funny because I've had a lot of people say they want to know more about these characters.
Yes, yes.
Which to me is inspiring and really interesting. I think Chances tells a story in and of itself. And I had a couple of film festivals that rejected Chances because they thought it was a piece of a larger film. And I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting, but you know how film festivals work, right?
Actually, I don't. It's honestly, it's my first film, and the first time I tried to ask friends who have done film festivals for some advice as to which film festivals to put towards and how to sort of go about doing it, and no one actually ever really helped me with that. So at first I was just sort of going to, I had a limited amount of money because I've personally financed this out of my own pocket. And I was like, okay, I want to get into as many film festivals as I can. And so I just started submitting, and then I just went, no, wait a second, I'm just going to go to film festivals I could potentially go to in North America. And then unfortunately, the whole crisis that we went through happened, and everything went online. And I'm so grateful to you guys that you waited until we could do this in person so that I could come, because this is the only chance I'm going to have to see it on a big screen.
Yeah, you have other chances. You will, but
No,
we're very excited.
This is the final film festival, so
yeah. Did you say the final film festival?
Yeah.
You're not going to continue to submit?
Well, I've already submitted to like about 50 some odd different film festivals.
All right.
And it's time to sort of put money towards the second film that I've shot that I need to sit down and edit and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's a third film I want to shoot this summer sometime.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. It makes a lot of sense. So yes, we're very excited to have you and Chances at the Canadian Independent Film Festival in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So do you want to talk about, because we're going to start wrapping up here a little bit, did you want to talk about what's next for Rob Heschl?
Well, I've already shot a second short film.
Okay.
It's a political statement as to what we've gone through. It's called Invasion of the Mask Snatchers,
Okay. I like that.
based on Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yes, yes.
And it's sort of my political talk about what we've gone through.
Okay. That
Uh,
sounds
and
very
then
interesting.
and then I've got another short film that I've got written that I'm looking forward to getting shot, and it's sort of a social commentary on us not living in the present, how we kind of live on our phones in social media, and we kind of miss those opportunities that we get in our own life
Mhm.
because of that.
Sounds like chances to me.
Yeah, it's well, it will be starring with my friend Jen and I again.
Mhm. Okay.
Um,
All right.
and we're going to be it's I'm looking forward to shooting that one for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Rob, thank you so very much for talking with me today. I look so forward to spending some time with you and again being there to help you with your second interview on camera at the film festival. Okay, so have a wonderful, wonderful day, and
Thank you too.
we will see you in a few days, literally.
Exactly. And my
Great
sisters are
day.
coming out to support me and everything. So
Wonderful. That is
yeah,
great.
yeah,
See you soon.
sure thing.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye now.